Seems like they're getting back at it. But none of this. Okay, well, how about this then? We'll just use this as our hammer. It's not the most, you know, pretty looking hammer, but it'll be effective. I mean, so loincloth is like piece of cloth in front, piece of cloth in back, right? How does a loincloth chafe then? Like, I hate to break it to you. You do know that all silk is made with spider webs, right? Like, that's what silk is spider webs. Wait, sorry, yeah, no, silkworms. Well, it's the same shit, though. Caterpillars. What is an Armok's hammer? It's a term for a Dwarf Fortress strategy where you drop heavy thing on less heavy things, so less heavy thing goes splat. That's an Armok's hammer. It's dropping something heavy on something else, basically. Okay, so you are likely getting heat from there. So if I smooth and fortify that, we should be okay. They don't have 8 legs? Silkworms have 16 legs. I think that's worse. They have twice the legs. They have 2 spiders worth of legs. 1 spider on each side worth of legs, in fact. But also, like, you know, just jumping back to Arcanists for a second, the reason games like that popping up are awesome is because you can be the mean person and tell all of your friends, assuming you have them, to get into a lobby in this game that they've never heard of, that they don't care about, and make them play it with you. So that you can relive your nostalgia and they all go, guys, this game's kind of, it's okay, but like, why? That's the best part about games like Arcanists, is forcing your friends to play. And I have friends and probably won't play it. I don't think chat really wants to watch Arcanists. But like, maybe, but like, unless... I don't even know if I can make it work on this computer, actually. I haven't checked to see if it has Linux support, and sometimes netcode gets weird. What? Oh, boy. I got a diamond on fire. Okay, so I'm going to go up here and then put a pit and be like, yo, put it out, please. Actually, uh-oh. We may be about to frame rate death the fort. Because of that smoke. Hey, chat. Can I have some permission to cheat real quick? Can I put that fire out? Oh, wait, no, never mind. They got a bucket of water on it. That's good. Okay, so Dwarf got by. It's okay. We'll do this. We'll do this the real way now. We just need a Dwarf to dump a bucket of water on that, and it'll go away. We don't need any allowance here. I wonder, because I haven't seen this in a while. Huh? Chat investments are open if anybody cares. Something died? A stray pig. Oh no! Anyways. It's fine. Nothing of extreme importance died. Actually, where's the blockade? $129 kill. Literally just waiting for them to appear at the edge of the map. Damn. How many tickets do I have? It's the hours that are impressive. This dwarf will run us down in a jiff. It's a fancy-ass bucket. Also, I didn't know this, but Darius and Demonoid are lovers. Getting close to 20,000 hours of time logged on this bot. Okay, so now I can go down here and do this. We also did that. Ooh. There's a lava pocket right there, which is extremely dangerous. The reason I say it's extremely dangerous is because it would let the whole magma sea in. Man, I really just want to dig north. But also don't want my dwarves to get torched. What, the artifacts in the what's it called? The scimitar, the god metal scimitar that we have? It's probably the scimitar you're talking about. It's the one Darius uses. It's a bright metal scimitar. All craftsmanship is of the highest quality. I made it his symbol, so he carries it around. Pedro Horse, thank you very much for the 3rd month. Welcome back, dude. Greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to check your primes, chat. You might be able to take some money that you've already spent on Amazon stuff and give it to me. Everybody loves that, right? Okay, so that filled up. Let's just straighten this nonsense. But thank you, seriously, for keeping that subscription alive for a 3rd month. There goes the lava. Continuing to drain. Kind of looks like an upside down, or you know what this kind of looks like? It kind of looks like the little dinosaur from Chrome, but like backwards, and he's like shit in flames. Sorry for that mental image. Slightly birdy down here now. Maybe I should have thought this one through. Section of caverns collapsed. So this is the first time I've actually dumped enough lava out that it's catching fire on this side, so that's a first. Doesn't seem to be burning upwards much, though. I guess that's fine. Gave you Prime on my bot. You'd have to refresh to get the notification, but thank you. I believe you. I just don't see it and won't see it. Oh, shit. This needs to be put back in the burrow for right now. Okay, so this is all locked and loaded and ready to go. Yes. Jacked up and good to go, as they say. Should probably check this one. I mean, it's probably fine. Should probably also check this. But thank you, though. Means a lot. Hey, look, I won an investment. Wild. I almost never actually use the investments. I just let it slowly accumulate. So this is our console, carving a fortification right there. It's probably fine. I mean, We check for heat. What? I mean, what? Yeah, it's fine. Also, it is fine, see? It's totally fine. Nothing bad happened. What are you talking about? Yeah, neither did I. I mean, read my username. Of course I see nothing. Sheesh. Let's take that out. Go down to here. Remove this. There's part of me that just wants all these gems, but I know I'm not going to use them for anything of note, really. Like, let's just encrust finished goods. Oh, no, that's polished stones. Encrust furniture with cut gems. We'll just do that. And then on the lower one, we're just going to have some really high-value furniture that I'm going to do nothing with and we'll never actually know the value of because that's the reality of this fort currently is I've never gotten to train any kind of appraisal ever, so I don't know the value of anything. Yeah. Any hosers. Where's that water coming from? I should really be working on the layer above this. You're going to leave for now. If hell is breached and the chicken survives, let me know. Okay. Hey, chat. Does anybody remember what he's talking about with the chicken? I do. I'm testing you. Definitely. I'm just going to dig through this. Oh! Hoy vey. Salva. That was quite the escape. Oh. Man. I mean, what? I don't know what you're talking about. Two very impressive escapes back to back. Was someone's pet? Yeah. It was the pet of the Lucky. The dwarf named the Lucky. If I go here and type in hen. This thing. I know, right? Satarob, it's impressive, truly. I mean, Satarob did, or Salvadaddy genuinely did just run away. So, like, you know, we got to respect it. Also, in case anybody is keeping count, because I mentioned it earlier, I've made $29 today. According to Twitch. Between resubs and everything. My minimum for the day is generally around 90 bucks US. Because that allows me to make slightly less than minimum wage for most of my streams. Today's been slow. But thanks to anybody who's hanging out today. Appreciate you guys. And for, you know. It's up to you guys. Spicy accident? Yeah, well. If this chicken catches fire, we can just call it spicy chicken. What you making over here? What are we encrusting? We are encrusting barrels. These dwarves will love looking at their barrels for their last days. Could you redeem a chicken? If the chat can agree on a name for the chicken, I will name the chicken. I won't make you redeem it. But if you guys can agree on a name for said chicken, I will name the chicken. What are you encrusting over here? It's just more barrels. It's just barrels all the way down. Barrels of gems. Beaks a lot. Oh no. Tandoori is pretty good. That's very convenient, though. Let's follow a dwarf filling a pond. You grab a bucket. It's just a bucket. Just a normal-ass bucket. I like tandoori, too. Tandoori is a tasty food. Delicious. All right, chat. Are you saying that you like tandoori because you also like tandoori chicken? Hello, Amber Dragon. What happened to the other two, though? Also, it's a hen, so it's a lady, Amber. So it'd be Madame in that case. Or are we naming it tandoori? Because this seems pretty unanimous to me. Because I'm totally fine with naming it tandoori, for clarity's sake here. I love how this caught on fire again. Grr. Can't win. Never had tandoori? Bastet, your lack of good food having in your life makes me sad on your behalf. Tandoori chicken is something. All right, I think we're naming it tandoori, chat, right? All in favor, tandoori, press 1. Holy shit, bits. I think that's the first bits of the day, is it? Yeah, that's the first bits of the day. You know, unironically, Frog, I think Bastet does, in fact, live in a food desert. So it's named Zan right now. Tandoori. There you go. Tandoori wall rule. Wall rule is a really good name for something that would be stuck in a wall. Maybe I should just make this into a wall. So this was the pet of Moldath the Lucky, who died defending the fortress from the bat creature invaders. Sad times, but at the end of the day, great sacrifices have happened in this fortress many times, and I will say that was one of them. Also just realized I still have these 2 spots that I need to, you know, make less dangerous, because if I do break into hell, I need this to, you know, be blocked off so stuff can't get in. Gra, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome, Gra and Raiders. If you guys like Caves of Kyd, you should go follow Gra. Also mods, if I have any right now. Could I get a shout out for Gra? Also, hi, Gra. How's things? How was your stream? How was Dwarfs? I saw that you were dwarfing. We're in a very small fort with a very small population, but there's a lot of big problems. And we're trying to make those problems bigger by letting demons play with them. If you walk outside, you die immediately. That's the problem. Maybe not a small problem. Big problem. Really big problem. Really, 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 really big problem even. So, there's a bat. God damn it. Okay. My dwarves may actually have to do some work themselves. The chief medical dwarf, I think, is about to start wrestling with it while holding. Oh, no. My chief medical... Oop. What'd you even just do, Darius? Darius just... Oh, he's finally getting the opportunity to use his weapon. Slashes the Batman blowgunner in the lower body, tearing apart the muscle and spilling the guts. Because he's using... Nagosper Smocks. It's a bright metal scepter. And very quickly puts it down. And he says, I improved my sword. That was satisfying. After stabbing the Batman blowgunner in the head with his weapon, and the severed part sails off in an arc. Well, that was mildly terrifying for a second. Thankfully, it ended quickly. We can get rid of all this stuff without too much issue. You love the disemboweling. You know, when this game was just ASCII, it was always very shocking when suddenly a bunch of red tildes was following a creature. Because, you know, you don't really expect an ASCII game to do stuff like that, and then suddenly there's a bunch of red tildes following it around. It's like, But anyway, what were you guys up to? How was, did anything notable happen in Graw's stream to the Raiders coming in? My name's Greg. I play way too much Dwarf Fortress. Sometimes chat lets me play other games. And, this is Godly Tombs. Can traders and migrants enter the map in the cavern? No, they can only exit the map via the cavern. No, and to also answer that question, no, we're not getting traders nor migrants. And I don't think this fort ever will. Ever again. We got, I think it was like 3 groups of migrants. Some of the migrants actually made it into the fort, and then the rest of them since have all been unsuccessful. Trying to get them to go to this lower one down here to just dump water on this gem. That one there is just in a really awkward spot. Almost got surprise traders yesterday. Yeah, we got, because like if your home faction isn't at war with you, but you also haven't traded with them in a long time, like if they haven't come in a while, they will eventually try again. But yeah, none of them made it. They didn't make it very far at all. These two can go away. There we go. Put all those gems out. So now we need to just work on this and figure out where I can dig from up here. Has whatever been discussed as a protect? What, like stuff coming and going from the caverns? I mean, the underground roads exist. I mean, back in the day, this isn't related to those roads, but back in the day when Dwarf Fortress was 2D, so a really long time ago, like 2006, there was a mechanic where one of the things you had to do at the end of the game, like one of the final mechanics that you would get, it wasn't really unlocks, but like population counters, you know, stuff happens when you hit certain population levels, is you could build a road. And when you built the road, things would come, good and bad. And it would be really neat if you could build a cavern road. Something is emerging from this newly exposed pocket. That's what I was looking for. Mole monster. A very large, noseless mole twisted into humanoid form. It appears to be emaciated and beware its noxious secretions. Well, let's do it right here. Because I can easily enough just do this. Go one layer down. Connect it eventually to this. Large, weak, and scrawny. Yep, noseless mole. Isn't that... I mean, moles don't, they've almost more... this isn't correct, anatomically correct whatsoever. But, like, to me, moles have, like, more like a trunk than a nose, even. It's like, I know it's a nose, but they almost look like a little tiny elephant to me. Moles are funny critters. I don't know why that's only partially constructed. Oh, is it? Can you? Is there a scary thing beneath you? Maybe Dwarf got thirsty. Why did I assume it was there? Because there's like 3 on each level. There's like 3 possible things in each level, and they can only be so close together because they have to be in a 3x3. So staring at this, there's only so many spots one could be, right? Basically what I'm saying is I've played too much of this video game, and I can smell its tricks coming. Not quite a mile away, but maybe a couple meters. What do you do to be in my world? Well, you can't because there are none that haven't been named. But currently the options are disabled unless you're paying me money, and even then, there is nobody to name, so. But the channel point redemption is turned off. The reason it's not just like, I'll name anybody, is for years I used to do that. But what would happen is you'd have dozens and dozens and dozens of named dwarves that were just people who tuned in for 90 seconds, got a name, and then left and never came back. And that gets bad in a game where, like, sometimes, you know, 6 weeks goes by, and you're still playing the same fort, and that dwarf's still alive. And then suddenly they become king. It's like, well, this would be way cooler if it was a regular who was in the chat. So... Forgotten Beast Aral has come, a great quadruped composed of bismuth bronze? Excuse me? Squirms and fidgets, beware its deadly spittle. Wow, okay. Everything happening at once. Meanwhile, the blockade. So the blockade is a zombie who wields a very powerful shield that he named. Let's just reveal hidden units so we can see what he's fighting. He uses a wooden shield and beats stuff to death and has, oh, you know, a couple kills. Get him, boy! And he also has no legs. What? Well, he has no legs that work. Oh, it must have been 1 layer higher. Like, where did those teeth come from? What did he even do to it? Strikes the Batman. He strikes it in the head, and its head exploded. Into teeth, more likely. After striking it in the head, bruising it. He's just going for headshots. You guys remember when I was playing that Necromancer Adventure? Some of you might. Literally all I was doing was walk around beheading all the zombies. That's what this guy's doing, except he's just walking around smacking things so hard with a wooden shield their head explodes. Well, obviously, why would he hold it in the wrong hand? Come on. Did I not connect you? Oh, I see. Dwarf's still doing it. Sounds sinister. Damn right. Sad if he ever falls. Yeah. Yeah, no, indeed. He's got to do a quick push-up. I imagine he's just, like, push-upping around, you know? Okay, all this is done. Cool. The Forgotten Beast is a fort ender? I don't think it can get into the fort from where it's at, but trust me, we've had several fort enders so far. Okay, so I'm just gonna go here. Also, I'm pretty sure we could kill it. We do have godly metal weapons. Like, if it attacked us, we could cut it. Like, it would probably actually die way quicker than you think. But its ability is kind of spooky. Oh, it'd help if I unpaused the game. All right, so we're going to go crush this guy. He's moving like that. Battery's just like bouncing around on his torso. You know, all like Black Knight-esque. Okay, he dead now. All right, what's fighting currently? Oh my god. The Batman blowgunner misses the Abominable Smoke Zombie. This is my fight too. There is no need to feel vengeful. I laugh at the face of death, he says. Where is he? Oh, there he is. So, who wins, chat? The bats or the blockade? What is he currently doing right now? He's striking a Batwoman in the body with his shield, which is bruising. He actually just crushed her, he crushed her left paw, bashes her in the leg, bruising it, dodges other things. He's blocking everything, and the stuff he doesn't block, he just immediately makes explode with his shield. Like, this guy's quite literally Captain America-ing his way through this. If he's gonna die, it's here. He's also got his ability to grasp somewhat impaired. Strikes the zombie in the upper body, bruising it. Strikes the spearman in the upper body. Strikes the bat woman in the teeth. And the severed part sails off in an arc. Miss. Yeah, they can't even hit him. Welcome to the goddamn Thunderdome. Well, I mean, okay. Without the ability to stand. Diagnosis required. Yeah, I don't think... This is what he's missing, okay? His lower back teeth, his upper back teeth, his lower right back teeth, his upper right back teeth, and his lower front back teeth, and his upper front back teeth, and his right hand. Wait. Which is why he's holding it in his left. Right, because his right hand is gone. He's missing his right hand. This stuff is all just smashed into an unrecognizable mass, including his nose. The rest of him is just scars. But his beard looks sweet. I cannot tell you the flavor of that beard. Probably it's mostly blood. And he's I don't know if this is good or bad. He's completely covered in Forgotten Beast extract. I'm wondering if he's getting it on them. I have a question. Cave crocodile frozen blood? How cold is it down here? What's up, piggy? We've lost 2 more dwarves. This is true, yes. Yeah, pretty much. It's guy with a barrel lid tied to his arm versus that. I've finally made his super soldier. We've done it. You know, chat, when people tell you that you cannot make necromancer experiments in this game, I think this might be stronger. Made the goddamn Terminator. Now we just need the ability to travel through time. That, and he's almost 100 years old. What a thing, man. What is he up to? 179. 80 now, I guess. 181. Like, he just bash, smack. Like, strikes the Olm in the head, bruising the muscle. It knocked it unconscious. Strikes it in the head, and it's crushed. Like, he's
He is completely naked. Yes, he equipped the shield. He stole the shield from one of the bat people. Like it's like we didn't even make it. Yes, but also here's another wrinkle to that, right? Things that are lying down, yes, they do get a dodge bonus, but because he's not sleeping, it's kind of negated to a degree. The thing is, the more damage something takes, i.e. the more scars they take, the game registers that as like null tissue almost. This is the problem with giant zombie whales. So the more scars something has, the less places you have to hit them, right? So if something is completely covered in scars and missing bits that can't be damaged more because they're already like mangled, you can't actually hit it because the game doesn't register it as a hit. So that might be happening to this guy, where he's just so covered in injuries that he can't be hit. Also, Adventure Dan Man, thank you very much for the second month with Prime. Chat, don't forget to check your Prime, and thank you very much for that second month. Greatly appreciated, dude. We are very far away from my minimums today, so it all goes a long way. I mean, this is what I'm looking for. 188 kills. I want to release him into hell. That's what I want to do. Never mind. Screw that. To go from, like, basically here. Because he's a zombie, yes. All zombies are gelded. Basically, the blockade is a eunuch. It's kind of fitting, really. It's sort of like almost an unsullied or something. Finished yesterday's VOD with 18 dwarves. Well, we were digging deep and a demon got out and oops, Elfie went splat. Is what happened. And he's leaving. God damn it. How dare you leave? Let's just do this. Rock, hatch, rock, door. Wooden cage. Yeah, it's a damn shame. So I'm going to try and recatch him and release him into hell. And should we try and steal his shields? Because I can absolutely dump his shield off him. That or he's just going to leave. I don't know. Couch Commander, thank you very much for the 5-pack of gift subs. Greatly appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you. And dump it with him. There's 0 guarantees he'll pick it up, Ilmirin. But
My God. That would be cool if we could pull that off. I hope he just stays there. That'd be really convenient.
Shionobi cheered. X100. Crypt beer.
Thank you very much for the $1, Shinobi. Did I forget to do a shout out and then one of my mods did? Uh-oh. Whoops. Okay, let's see if we can get that filled. I should also be doing this at the same time. You know, another thing I could do? I could just go back here. Just make a weapons and armor stockpile right there. The cat finally got off you. Hey, there you go. Congratulations on being released from the grips of the horrible overlord that was forcing you to stay there against your will and not do video games. So I've got some pretty pissy dwarves. Signal, Arkansas, and Akish. And, Signal, Arkansas, who was the other one? And Astith, Sweet Feet. So I'm trying to recatch this guy. That's what we're trying to do. He came back when he heard you typing. He hears your hands on the thing, right? And then wants to get pets and goes, well, if I lie on hands, I get pets. I presume. Seems like solid kitty logic to me. You know, actually, instead of putting this here, let's put this here. Where are you going? You're not allowed to leave. He just squishes them so you can't use them? Oh. So he's petting himself on your hands is what you're saying. See? Shout outs to the dwarf who just put his pants right there. Darius, can you come back and get your pants, please? Those are your pants. There we go. I don't know. You got to respect the persistence of cats. I mean, there was a pair of underwear in one of my doors in this fort for a good chunk of time. And then something crazy happened. We put lava on it, and now it's no longer there. Signal here just wants to practice a craft. You know what? Signal, how about this? You can practice this craft. Turns out it does. Yep, lava absolutely cleans up messy clothing. This is kind of off in the middle of nowhere. Turns out. You know, I should probably throw a door leg right here. For various reasons. Where the hell are you getting a cage trap from? Is this really where you're getting a cage trap from? This dwarf couldn't have found a more convenient cage to pull from, hey? This is where he goes? Watch it also be like a lead cage. Okay, well, it's a zinc cage. It's a zinc cage that is encircled with bands of cushioned cassiterite cabochons and menaces with spikes of rose gold. It's a very fancy cage. When you tapped back into this, oh, it's that's a demon. It's one of the ones I squished with a rock. Yeah, they did used to be more dwarves in this fort, women. This map is too big, chat. You shouldn't play 8x8. It's too fucking big. Way too goddamn big. It's very polite of him to wait for us, too. Oh, this one already has a cage. This one is an exceptional tunnel tube cage. This object menaces with spikes of well-crafted yak bone. All right, chat. So now we have to bid good luck to Asteth, who gets the honor, I'm gonna say, of punching a hole in this wall. So, good luck. The question is how the heck is he choosing to get there? Oh, I see where he's going. Not the most direct route, but it's a route. So here's hoping he does it successfully. What do you think, chat? Does he make it? Yes or no? Here he comes. I don't know what he was trying to do, but motherfuckers, we got him. So, I'm going to build a little room for him. A room with a moose. What? What do you mean a room with a moose? I don't know. He can't get in regardless, Ash. It's on a layer that I don't really have much access to. It's an Invader Zim reference. Ah, okay. It's more like, I don't know, I have elk. Try and catch a zombie elk or something. It's Monty Python. You know, it's probably Invader Zim referencing Monty Python. It's probably what that actually is. Another question. You got 144 population fortress as of now, and I got a lot of people in the need of acquire object. What does this mean? It means they need to acquire object. I recommend just making new clothes. Check to see what clothes are getting degraded. Look for clothes with the X symbols and make clothes. Because you have to... They want crafts and they want clothes. And if you're not giving them new crafts and new clothes, then slowly they will gain the desire and need... Do I reload the save or do we let him die, chat? This was me mining around in here. And I tripped a lava pocket. Casualty. Let it ride. I don't even know if I can memorialize him yet. Nope. I have to wait for him to go missing. Indiridius is now in charge of the fortress, ladies and gents. Living on the tomb of gods. Rest in peace, Salva. You will be missed. It's a damn shame, that. Who went in the magma? Salva. Also, hello, Hood. Don't believe I've said hi to you. Salva Daddy went into the lava, unfortunately. Who was the expedition leader. So that brings us down to 15. We're just going to do that. And that is going to be where we're going to release the blockade from. Which is an oddly fitting name. We'll put a drawbridge in front of it. And this is currently linked up to nothing. I'm just going to deconstruct this, actually. How do you acquire something in adventure mode? You pick it up. Skadoodling. All right, enjoy your skadoodle. Which means... I would actually say that that would mean Indiridius should be acquiring an item. Space Potate! Thanks for 10 bucks!
Potatoes Unite cheered. X1000.
You've got me curious now. How close to my daily minimum am I? Well, we've hit $39. $90 US is my daily minimum. Salva's been missing for a week. Rest in peace, you Dwarf. Rest in peace. You know, this fortress is almost turning into a slasher film. Like, it's certainly a psychological horror film. You put lots of clothes off, but never works, like to fill the need to acquire. It does. It's just a very common need, right? So you need several things, right? You need clothes and you need crafts, right? You also need the dwarves to have space to put their clothes in crafts, or they can't get new ones. Meaning, if they own clothing, they will not put it in a stockpile because they own it. So if you want them to be able to acquire new clothes, they have to be able to put it into their bedroom. So in order for a dwarf to acquire clothes, they need to have access to a cabinet, which needs to be in their bedroom. Salva can dine with us eternally. Just have to wait for them to put it away first, because I think they're hauling it. I don't know where they're putting it, but let's just go down to here. It's not you. I'll just engrave another one. Supposedly it's engraved, but I don't see it. Oh, you're playing adventure mode? Then I can't tell you, because adventure mode has a lot of bugs in it right now, so I would just call it a bug and report it. But personally, I've never had that issue in adventure mode or other modes. Never once. Because literally all you need to do to acquire an object in adventure mode is pick it up. That's it. Satisfying acquisition is the thought that they get. And I've done that dozens of times and never had an issue. So, couldn't tell you. I have no idea. My assumption is generally player error usually, but this, I don't know. It's possible your adventurer is just really greedy and isn't blinged out enough. Like, you have to be careful with, like, the greedy stats and such. But, yeah, definitely report it. If you think it's a bug, report it. If it seems like a bug and smells like a bug and is crawling around like an ant, you should probably report it. Preferably to the Flamethrower Owner Society. Crashes when you open the labor menu. Yeah, sounds like you've got some things going on that even I don't understand, because I've done that multiple times and I haven't had that problem. After playing Adventurers 2. Maybe try generating a new world at that point. I don't know if you've got mods or something, but that seems like more than just bugs. Why in the... Okay, number one, you have to use barrels. Poor Slet. Stop listening to idiots who tell you not to use bins. There's only one type of stockpile you shouldn't use barrels in, and that's a seed stockpile. But literally every other type of stockpile, yes, you absolutely should use bins and barrels. You need barrels for food to store enough food for dwarves to not die, and bins are very useful in things like clothing stockpiles. People don't like them because it's hard to get items out of them, i.e. you literally can't get items out of them once the items are in them, unless they're made of metal. If you're worried about this, make all your bins out of copper or something that's abundant and cheap, and then just melt them down when you want the items out. It's extremely useful and you need it. I don't understand why people ask me this still. This is, I guess, just an example of like old players of Dwarf Fortress spreading old facts about the game that shouldn't be repeated anymore. It is encircled with bands of rose-cut star rubies. And it reads, in memory of Salva. Went missing in the year 365. Expedition leader of the Fetid Cradle. 363 to 365. Slayer of the giant cave toad. End mouths. And lover of berries of mirth. Yeah, there you go. I mean, like, use it as part of organization, right? Like, you can literally just click on a stockpile here and just adjust the number you want, right? If you want one bin in a stockpile, boom, right? Like, this one here is just for, these are just for extra shit because I'm using it for storage, right? Like, yeah, I use them, but use them sparingly and don't use them for everything. Yeah, just add your crash report. That's even better then. Yeah, I haven't encountered that one in particular, but that seems like something weird's up there for sure. I'm gonna make a malachite bridge. Ended up with that from traders. I think it's a tunnel tube cage, right? There he is. There he be. Just gonna deconstruct that lever. Go up here. Yeah, it's just not a straightforward thing, which is enough for most people to be like, yeah, nah, and never do it again. Like, all you need is for something to be slightly obtuse, and then they're out. Even if you're playing Dwarf Fort. Okay. Unrelated, but I need some bins in the stockpile. Oh, it allows bins. Well, let's just make bin. Wooden bin. Let's make bloodthorn bins. Red bins. You just don't use bins? Please don't tell people that using bins is bad, though. Right? Like, don't use bins if you don't want to. That's fine. But it's really bad for the mechanics of the game as a whole for you to be telling people that bins are bad. Because they're not bad. They're very useful. Some people just don't like using them. But there are some people who play this game who will go telling you that if you're using a bin, you might as well just, like, lose the rights to your firstborn and, like, die of alcohol poisoning because you're a horrible person. Like, there are people who, like, talk about them like that. Dwarf Fortress community loves their extremes. Nothing wrong with elves, mate. All right. Got one in there now. It's just gonna put a lot of shit away. I mean, the dwarves are the villains, clearly. The elves are just defending their rights. It's a pretty clear-cut notion, honestly. I don't even know what set you on fire. Just start by making an almost all stockpile, and then slowly extend to stockpiles containing items that are handy in the area, and give bins and armors and ammo stockpiles, and then you get your trade goods stockpiles for elves and humans and dwarves. Yeah, I'm never that picky. Like I just put stockpiles in places as need. I don't generally worry too much about being hyper ultra specific, but that kind of playstyle definitely has its benefit. Especially, like, you know, if you want to be super organized about things. So let's see if there's anything back there. Probably not, but... We've unleashed an echo of a forgotten divine retribution. This one... Oh, it's another one of these. It's got more pale metal. I guess the easiest way to drop something heavy on it would just be to do it from, like, right here. So if I go one layer above... cut all that out. Except not in that order. Grab this, go right here. Cut that out the back for right now. Have some blockade? No. No. No, nothing's gonna have the blockade until the fort's done. Because I'm not going to put it up against something that cuts. Simply put, I want him to have the all-powerful advantage. No, not right there. I have to put one right next to it. Where the heck? There it is. Your forts are aesthetically unpleasant. I mean, that's your choice, man. I mean, I don't know. I can do that, but I'll be honest with you, I would say that that's probably a waste of my own armor. But you know what? For you guys, chat, because you're the 11 millionth person to ask that question, I think this is a waste of armor. I'm just going to say that. I will give him a sword and a shield. If I can even remember where shields go. Oh, I see. It's called shield. Duh. All right. Seems a waste. Oh, absolutely. But you know what isn't a waste? Making a statue of him. We'll make it out of sandstone. And the image will be of a dwarf named the Blockade. Probably won't equip it, though he could likely wrestle away a divine weapon or piece of armor. Yeah, it's hard to say as to what he would do, right? It is hard to say what he would do. And that's also, of course, presuming that dwarves even deliver stuff to these stockpiles. They might just not. I'd have to make them a give stockpile to be sure. Not counting, of course, all the ones that the other dwarves have as their personal items. All right, so that'll fall now. I just need it connected to this. Let's just pause the Tanahides jobs. Because turns out my dwarves have pretty decent quality items. Turns out we've also just got like a stack of leather right there, so... Yeah, no. I think it's fine. Pretty sure that's a constructed item job. There we go. For a split second there, I thought that dwarf was carrying a kid. I was real excited because that would have meant that we had another dwarf, but we don't. Okay, so thigh cut the Pathfinder is linking an item to trigger. Also, thanks to those of you who've tuned in on YouTube. Numbers have gone up a little bit. Also, YouTube chat has a very valid point for Anander here. Your fort's obviously aesthetically unpleasant to humans. However, it could be very aesthetically pleasing to dwarves. And how would we know? Because we are not dwarves. There is also kind of a weird part of me that's tempted to just like make a bunch of coins and put those in a room with the Blockade, because he is a legendary miscellaneous object user. Which means, like, would he just sit there and throw them? Or just like put a bunch of ammunition on the ground? Like, would he throw them? I doubt it, but... Also, he's probably just gonna run in, catch fire, and die. That's the actual reality. Or maybe we should release them last, once they're all up on the surface. How do I like it? It's boring as shit. I don't like low pop forts. I think for me, like, the lowest population that's fun is, like, 30. Anything below that, stuff just moves too fucking slow. But this fort's keeping it interesting, and thankfully chat's here to keep me entertained. There's a lot of times with me where, like, I just give the honest answer. And a lot of people don't realize this, but you don't want the honest answer. Oh, hell yeah. What kind of laptop you getting, Anander? Because that's always fun. Okay, so this is connected to that pillar. Let's get them to pull this. Indiridius gets the honors. So this down here goes thunk. Smacks him. So now we've got another axeman down, which means I've got some more stuff I can melt down. Because there's a bunch of fancy pale metal stuff here. Which means I can go here and say, melt metal object. And also I can go back here. Strands. And wafers. I don't know how many we have, but apparently I can make a wafer, so might as well make a wafer. Indiridius apparently is making a wafer. Look at that. Not bad. That'll run things. Getting up in the world, Anander. Okay, will we even see the clown show? Oh, yeah. No, I'm going to finish it tonight. I mean, I've only been live for 6 hours. Okay, so up here. Let's see. That's not super suspect, so I will smooth and go through that. Although it could be below it. It's likely above it. Right here, you there, you there. He's got a shield, so that's good, I suppose. Let's go here, grab this. No, not that. It needs to be the one next to it. The one that isn't linked up to anything. This one, yes. And then this one will get pulled when it's done. And if they get him a better weapon in there, they get a better weapon in there for him. If they don't, they don't. Oh, hold on a second. That's a pale metal shield. Chat, there's a pale metal shield locked in there with him. You guys obviously can't see it because it's invisible, but it's right there. Do I leave that in there with him? It's square. I don't actually know if you could even equip it. Train a lot for... I'm not gonna... my dwarves are not gonna fight this. Oh, you're talking about any tips for adventure mode? For an adventure in adventure mode. Start slowly. That's about it. Don't try and fight the biggest thing first. Run away from most monsters. Those are my tips for adventure mode. You also got a steel shield in there. So there's 3 different kinds of shields in there. I call that a success. All the way up here, this stuff is clear. All right, so basically I need to remove this layer, and then we can just drop it. And without cheating, there's a pretty good chance it's beneath this. A pretty good chance. And also, I'm just going to do something. Strands. Set that to 0. Wafer. Also set that to 0. And also, because they don't seem to have the sandstone yet, let's just go to something that I know that they have. And then Melt. Metal object. Set that to 0. Start with fighting skills. Don't start with weapon skills. Start with fighting. Like a skill. Start with points in fighting and points in dodging. And then train everything else yourself. That's... Ooh! Man, the Pathfinder. Still living up to their name. God damn. That could have been terrifying. I mean, was kind of terrifying. Dodged indeed, damn. Okay, so up here. Here's what I need to do. Okay. This will give us a pretty good idea of what we're up against. You get the sea fortress you had, yeah, no, absolutely. Happy to help you want to play Dwarfs, though, YouTube chat. Welcome back, Suited Giraffe. I hope you've had a solid afternoon. As we get bloody close to the basement of excitement. It's always so tense watching this. Okay, it's just water. That's what I thought. Man. We'll just test right there. And right there. We'll also smooth and test that one. While they begin to work on this. I feel like I'm playing Minesweeper. That's, you know, for anybody who didn't play pre-Steam Dwarf Fortress. Digging too deep, it was literally just the adamantine, no demons, no water, no nothing. All of this is new. And it's so fucking tedious. Like, I do genuinely miss the way it used to be. There isn't a lot of things where it's like, man, I miss the way it used to be. It's one of the few things. One of the few things in Dwarf Fortress on Steam where I feel that way. Okay, I'm going to cancel the encrusting of furniture. Gonna pause the meals because I have way too many. I need extra hands. Actually, let's check this. Got 2 adamantine wafers. Okay. No, here's the thing that you need to realize, Bert. ASCII and like Fortress mode are not mechanically different in any way, right? So it's literally just the sprites. That's all it does. It puts sprites on it. No, like the game changed mechanically when version 50 hit. Well, this is adamantine, and this is how you get to it. But, yeah, it used to be, like... It used to legitimately be something you could do accidentally. You used to legitimately be able to dig too deeply accidentally, because you'd find adamantine in the middle of an auto mine, and then suddenly... you know. Yeah, and I miss those days of being able to accidentally dig too deep. What's up, Ben? Dumb question. Would building glass floors over the adamantine layer also help X-ray? Yep, that's what I did in Fire Orb. But the reason I'm not doing that here is there's no sand anywhere on the map, so it's kind of hard to make. It's kind of hard to make glass. But yes, that is absolutely what I'm doing with rails. There's something right there. Something right there. Don't know what, but there's something right there. This dwarf's having a rough day. But also dodged lava right there, so I suppose since you're having a bad day, might as well not make your day worse. Okay, signal. Need you to peer through the eye of the beholder. Okay. That should be fine, right? Not gonna be anything in there, right? He says as the game's paused. Let's check. Check for heat. What devilry is this? That's fine. So that right there is something. Dwarves are going to dig through this. Let this guy out. Deep within this place, we've discovered what must be a treasure of the gods. It's a sleek, slick metal crossbow. A sleek, slick metal crossbow. It's an oily crossbow. Oh my god. I hate this mechanic, chat room. I really, truly hate this mechanic. Sorry, just fucking lava being everywhere. It's gonna catch fire again in a second, innit? Kind of tedious. Kind of tedious. Fuck it, I'll do it the proper way. I won't cheat. I'll do it from above. But yeah, it's exceptionally tedious. Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just lazy. Because I've had to do that like dozens of times now. It's not even like a matter of like, can I or can't I do it? Of course I can do it. It's just, I'm just tired of this mechanic being a going concern, I guess. We've removed the no backseating rule. It's fine. All right. The caveat for the backseating rule now is just I reserve the right to ignore you. You never even breached hell? Now, is that in, like, have you done it in older versions, or is that just because you haven't tried? It's fun to breach hell. I do actually enjoy the process of breaching hell. I just don't enjoy the process of diamonds setting themselves on fire for zero fucking reason. That's the part I don't like. Like, breaching hell is great. I enjoy breaching hell. It's the part after you've breached hell that it's like, come on. Just... I don't see any openings right there, so I can dig through these three. I mean, I get it. It is a realism thing that diamonds can burn. It's just, it makes me sad that, you know, back in the day, diamonds used to be something you would literally never see. And now there's something I get mad when I see them because they're just always catching fire because they're in a place that's right next to lava, which is the one thing in the game that's hot enough to set them on fire. That's all. I still think that that is really dumb, Brains. Like, I thought that was dumb back then, and I think it's dumb now. I mean, I don't know if I have the right to mock chat, but sarcasm begets sarcasm, and snottiness begets snottiness. So I reserve the right to be very sarcastic in the general direction of chat, regardless of chat's feelings. And I think that's fair. You think? Doesn't that make your head hurt? Makes mine hurt. Okay, Just gonna make an additional uncut gems stockpile right here. Oops. There we go. You're not connected to anything. Pull that lever. Just double checking. Yes. Do I think it's one of the most interesting? I don't... See, here's the thing. Dwarf Fortress doesn't have bugs, it has features. As long as it doesn't make the game objectively worse, it's a feature, in my opinion. That's where I draw the line. Yeah, this is a very interesting fort. Certainly one of the most interesting embarks I've ever done. I don't know if it's necessarily been the most entertaining to watch I've ever done. But it's up there. I mean, I don't think the map being bugged, air quotes, detracts from the entertainment of the fort to me. As long as chat doesn't mind, then I think it's fine. Certainly one of the most recent, one of the most memorable ones in recent history. I think probably the most interesting one was when we had the Gorlak Queen, purely because we just had dragons running around and whatnot. That was just an entertaining fort for me to play. Okay, so let's click this. There might be lava behind this, but here's hoping not. No, that's the lava sea. This is spoilers. Hell is a secret hidden cavern layer, one layer beneath the lava sea. So it's not something the game tells you exists. It's something you have to stumble upon by being very greedy and digging too deep. That's what hell is. This is the lava sea. Hell's down here. I'm not. I'm going to let them up onto the surface, Aranamo, and say good luck and watch them fight amongst each other. Once most of them are up on the surface, I'm going to release that fucking turbo-powered Terminator zombie I have and see what he can do, if anything. And then we hope that I made the right decision in doing that. But I don't really plan to fight it. I'm going to let them destroy themselves. And then probably and then my next fort's going to be really close to this fort. Because there's another area real close to here that I want to settle in, which is over here on this glacier. There's a dragon in one of these and a hydra in one of these and a bunch of stuff. But this is a haunted glacier that has blood rain, mostly, which won't kill you, but dwarves fucking hate it. So that's probably going to be the next embark. So I'm presuming water come out of here. Yep. Which means I can dig out all 3. You want to tame a dragon? It's like 3 days after this version of the game came out, I caught and didn't successfully tame, but caught a dragon. It was like the 3rd dragon I'd ever seen, which was crazy because in version 47.05, I saw a dragon like the week before. To the point where, quite literally, on one of the clips that went up on YouTube from it, somebody said, oh, he's a streamer. He probably just used DF hack to make it appear, which is funny because DF hack wasn't compatible with the game yet. And I certainly didn't do any custom world gen or anything fancy. There's a good chance lava's going to come out of this, but I'm not seeing any. How do you trap a dragon? With a wooden cage. Wooden cages are kind of busted. The cave you found in the world you're planning on had 3 dragons in it. Would crash when you embarked there. I had a dragon or a cave in this world that had 2, a mother and daughter. We never did find the dad. Although we had the daughter in a different fort because I had it trained and then it showed up already trained, which was insane. Literally walked in, killed a bunch of random like neutral entities on the map, and then just like walked into the fort and didn't hurt anybody, which was wild. Something evil is emerging from this newly exposed pocket. Oh, it's in a mole. Okay. Well, that's mildly annoying. I'm just gonna go down here and forbid all these so that they don't spook the crap out of themselves. I don't want to keep doing this if I don't have to. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is this. Well, that'll work. Actually, let's just go to here. And then right here. And just plop that. Oh, great. I'm out of mechanisms, apparently. Rock mechanisms, go! Swamp special, yep. Dropping boulder power. Okay, so if that's that, then this should be safe on paper. And then after this, we can just cave the rest of this in. Dwarven engineering knows almost no limitations, okay, including the flammability. Okay, I'll be right back. Just get saving. You think this fortress would become legendary in the world? I think it would be like a mystery. I think it'd be closer to like a weird story people tell their kids because, like, realistically, I don't see this fortress becoming legendary purely because nobody left to be able to tell stories about it, right? Like, everybody who went here died. How could you become legendary if everybody who went there died? You know? Like, to me, that seems kind of like an impossibility. Why did that get canceled? I don't have enough dwarfs to get this job done. Okay, well, they're reciting poetries and telling stories. Screwed on by an unhappy citizen, I feel empathy. Okay, you're constructing building. What are you constructing? I have a question. Why would you feel bad about using DF hack or cheat engine or mods or console commands in literally any single player game? Your gameplay doesn't affect anybody around you or anything that you do, right? So if you do something that makes your gameplay better, why would you feel bad about that? It's silly that it's even a discussion to me. Also, I'm an idiot. I can't actually drop from here. Gah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, if somebody doesn't want to do it, like, I don't want to use DF hack for most things except for stuff that really fucking annoys me. Why worry about it? Like, don't. You're playing a video game. You're allowed to just enjoy a video game without, like, guilt tripping yourself for some reason. It's just silly that's even a discussion. All right. Your father-in-law accidentally made mustard gas and almost killed himself. He was cleaning his pool conditioner and knocked the chlorine into the bucket of HCl. Oh boy, that's terrifying. Lander. Yeah, hopefully it gets better soon. That's terrifying. I did that once, actually. Accidentally poisoning yourself with chlorine gas. It was, I had a job I used to have a long time ago. Me and two coworkers were cleaning up a big old mess that we were told to clean. And while I wasn't looking, one of my coworkers came and just poured that into the bucket, not knowing what it would do, thinking it would make cleaning easier. And, yeah. The rest of the day was pretty hard to breathe. But we made it. I think he has a virus in it, like unrelated to the fact that he made chlorine gas and like gassed himself. That's even scarier. Well, like I said, best of luck to your dad. That's scary. All right, come on, game. Okay, so we've got that done. Can now click in a lever right there. Which won't take too long. Sometimes, most of the time. That's just my opinion, but He did that once with a laser cutter and a PVC plastic layer on a piece of acrylic. Got on the bus, and the person sitting next to me smelled. Got onto a bus, and the person sitting next to you smelled worse than your project. Wait, what would that have to do with that? Is it because like you screwed up your nose or something? I don't understand why that effect would happen. Everything is a chemical? Totally. Okay, so it wasn't the person next to you, it was your project, is what you're saying. Okay, so they do the first thing. Honestly, it's just these bloody demon pockets that keep slowing me down. I guess I don't understand why your project would make the person next to you smell bad. Because if your project is what's emitting the awful smell, unless you're just trying to make a joke because it's not landing. Then how did you gas yourself? You're saying that I gassed myself. It's like, okay, well, you clearly didn't if you just like emitted like or made something smell crappy. That's not like literally almost dying of some sort of toxic poisoning. So I don't know. I don't think you did that to yourself. I think you're just jumping onto a story to make a bad joke about the person next to you not wearing deodorant, which, yeah, it's gross. But still at the same time, come on. Or showering or whatever. And boop. Whew, look what I found. A big ol' container of lava. Oof. Happy that's how I found that. Jesus. Also, looking at this, it looks like the adamantine is going to go another layer deep. Oh, wow, he melted. Wait, did he? No, okay. Wait, maybe he did. I guess not. Because what I could do is I could just drop this right here. And if hell is in here, this will open it up. If that doesn't open it up, then we have to dig one layer further down. So I guess that's what I'll do. He's both melted and molted. And mold. Id. Okay, that should be fine. I don't know why it looks like there's something here that I'm digging because I'm not. So I don't know where that icon came from, but... Okay, let's mine through these. Mine through all of this. Molten Mole. Marvin and the Molten Mole. Seems like it sounds like a comic book. Because if it's not in this layer, then it's this one. It could be in either of them. But I guarantee you it's in this one, if it's not in this one. But I could also dig this out. Although, ooh. There's apparently water right there. Let's not do this. Let's just channel down into this. Is anybody linking a lever? Yes, okay. Vakruk is. Okay, well that was quick. There is definitely water in there. And now we know. Try and just seal some of this off if possible. What's up, Jezzer? Or Jezir. We're gonna cut through this. Hopefully do the drop-ins. Because that just got done. There we go. Come on, go that way. Maybe we can get a little bit more obsidian in here. There we go. Less danger for our friends. And by friends, I mean dwarves. Not even sure they can get down there. Maybe they can. It's in the burrow. All right. So this sucker right here just needs this removed. The bottom part's connected. So the last thing I need to do is wait for them to knock out these, and then we'll drop this row right here and see if that works. Although, just out of my own paranoia, I don't think this will support it, but I'm going to remove it anyway. Sorry, that's funny, Baku. I mean, we have steel armor. I brought iron ore at the beginning of this fort because it had no metal, so I brought iron ore. So we have steel armor. We've had steel armor the whole fort. I mean, why do I need to make more? I only have 15 dwarves. I mean, we've also got god metal stuff, just some swords, but like, why do I need to make more? All right. So I'm gonna remove this from the burrow temporarily. Actually, let's just put them on the break time burrow. And I'm gonna go into the break time burrow and squint to see if I can see it. It's right there. So who gets to pull the lever? Well, that answers that. There is no demon metal or entrance to hell on this layer, to my knowledge. So now I'm going to do something very smart. We're going to automate it. Just let him dig. Because that was out to here, basically. You wanted to try a no metal map? So try a no metal map. No metal maps are fun. It's not what I would describe as a challenge run. You just have to be really plotting. The thing is, the second you call it a challenge run to me, I just roll my eyes and go, there's no real such thing in Dwarf Fortress. Because it's just a matter of how you approach the playthrough, right? It doesn't make it any harder or any more or less of a challenge per se. Dwarf Fortress is just an obtuse game. It's not a difficult game, right? So the reality is, for me, there's no such thing as a challenge run. And if you want to play with a different theme, my recommendation wouldn't be to try and play a challenge run per se. My recommendation would be to do something that seems interesting to you to play. Because if you're just like, well, I'm going to do a challenge run, you're much more likely to end up doing stuff that you don't find fun in the game. And that can be bad for your gameplay because, you know, people want to enjoy the game that they're playing. So if you want to do a run that's themed, go nuts. But I would recommend just doing something that seems different and interesting because you'll have a much better time with it. Adamantine to be red because of Terraria? I'm sure there's a mod to make it red. Dwarf Fortress goes in the like Lord of the Rings kind of idea of adamantine. I don't think there would be anything behind that. Yeah, it's more mithril blue. Exactly. Well, this could be real dangerous, but what's the worst that could happen? There we go. Easy peasy. And then I'm just going to go here real quick and we'll pump this water out of here. You know, actually don't use this steel pipe. Just use that one because it's close and tower clap because it's light. There you go. It's more akin to mithril instead. I'm not going to say it's exactly mithril because it's not. It's adamantine, clearly. But it's more like mithril. I would like to know what stockpile is eating all of my bins, though. Like, is it this one? Is there one hiding here that I'm not familiar with? Or I've forgotten about? It's certainly possible. So I want one to get into here. What do you... Oh, you mean like the biggest challenge you tend to take? Yeah, I mean, that's fair. So this guy right here is making metal strands. You right here making out of wafers. Let's just go into bars and blocks. Okay. A lot of stuff being taken up to stockpiles, specifically raw adamantine. Just trying to get as much of this stuff out of here as possible before I drop stuff on here. Meh, fuck it.
Want to take on metal challenges? I will say this. The thing that no metal does, no metal is fun, but what I would recommend for no metal is if you're going to embark somewhere with no metal, realize that what that challenge actually is, it's not a you have no metal. It's you have to actually take advantage of the trading system and import metal. Unless you want to do a fortress which just straight up has no metal and you can never use metal. At which point, that just requires a lot more training if you want your soldiers to be even remotely decent. But then I would just say just don't underestimate the strength of wooden bolts, because wooden bolts can be quite powerful. Especially, I'm glad I paused. Especially, run away. Run away. Oh my god. Did that pump is still powered? What the fuck? How? Oh my lord. Bone armor's horrible. There's a reason nobody ever uses it unless they have to. Oh my god, did I just... do what I think I did? Is this just a pocket, or is this coming in from above? Okay, it's just a pocket. Okay, okay, let's just forbid all this. You might want to run. For a second there, I thought I just let the entirety of the magma sea in here, and I was about to cry. But apparently pumps stay powered when you tell a dwarf to stop pumping it. That's kind of nuts. I didn't know that. Okay, so those rubies are just gonna do that. What's the number mean? It's the depth. 7 means it's as deep as possible. 1 is as shallow as possible and will eventually evaporate. Oh my god. I'm gonna use DF hack to extinguish these, because that's just... grr. That's just grr. Although, actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna channel down into here and see if there's water in there. 7 is the maximum depth for the liquid. 1 is the minimum depth for the liquid. And 1 means that it's shallow enough that it will thaw or disappear. Within this place, we've discovered what must be a treasure of the gods. This is a curved rusted metal shield. Also means that this should be safe. Been watching shorts and stuff, which is what brought you here. See, chat? Shorts work. There's a contingency of people who watch my streams who insist that shorts are a waste of time. But anyway, I'm glad that you stumbled in here. I mean, I nerf the invasions all the time, Sword Death. Something... oh, shit. Who am I losing now? It's a lizard monster. It's Indiridius. And Vakruk is in the military. I've given them the order to kill. I don't know how Arkansas is standing on top of the lava here, but Arkansas is. Indiridius is bleeding heavily. Vakruk is in hand-to-hand combat and misses.
misses twice, whereas I think Vakruk, Vakruk's bleeding now, so's Indiridius, so's Arkansas. Are you asking me if I've heard of Pirate Software? Pirate Software used to raid me before he was famous. Back in my day. I'm tempted to just drop the top. Two dwarves are fighting with it. I'm seeing its spittle going out. Three dwarves are fighting with it now. Vakruk drops his pickaxe. Indiridius turns and runs. The wrestler strikes the lizard monster in the head with a copper pick, tearing the muscle. A tendon in the skull's been torn. The force twists the neck. It's bleeding heavily. Moving slowly. Teeth go flying. The teeth belong to Vakruk. Vakruk is winded and bleeding heavily. Cannot breathe. Lower front teeth are gone. Probably getting stabbed in the gut. Creature moves directly on top of Arkansas. Arkansas is bleeding. Vakruk is bleeding. Indiridius is bleeding. The wrestler strikes the lizard in the left front foot with a copper pick, tearing apart the muscle, and an artery has been opened by the attack. And it appears that Arkansas here has jumped into the lava, I'm assuming, to try to cauterize their wounds. I'm sure that'll definitely not make it worse. They immediately go unconscious, and they completely vanish from existence, leaving only a pick and 2 pairs of earrings as a memory of their once existence. The creature then moves directly towards Vakruk as Indiridius backs up towards the edge of the lava. Moving away, Indiridius has stopped bleeding now. Vakruk still fighting with the creature. The creature still bleeding heavily. The sheriff attacks the lizard monster, but he rolls away. And just like that, Vakruk falls. After missing the lizard monster, the creature bites him in the front for his toe, which was just too much, and he died of blood loss. So where... Oh, there, Indiridius. Why are you going this way? It's a good way to go if you want to die. Indiridius runs. Okay, so I'm going to call off this squad, but I am going to get them training. Creature is following Indiridius, screaming, "Pull the lever." Jumps onto the monster once again, who's still bleeding. The expedition leader strikes the lizard monster in the right rear leg with an iron pick, fracturing the bone. The expedition leader hits him again in the left foot, tearing apart the muscle. The iron pick has been firmly lodged in the wound. The lizard monster scratches the expedition leader in the first finger with the right hand, and the severed part sails off in an arc. The lizard monster scratches the expedition leader in the right upper arm, tearing through the Mulmarian leather coat. He's taken the name Dream Menace. Oh my god, that's fitting, actually. Dream Menace executes Indiridius by shaking him around by the head, and his skull collapsed. All right, I say let's hope that hell's underneath this, chat. I'm gonna give this creature a few seconds to bleed out. It's faint. Pale. Still bleeding. Wow. Oh my god, what are you doing, Neezer? Neezer? Neezer. Please. Neezer. What are you doing there, Neezer? Stop. Neezer, no. Of course. Of fucking course. Fucking of course, man. Neezer turns and runs. Yeah, you know what? I agree. Labash the Firstborn gets flung, smashes against a wall, and shredded into splinters. Lizard Monster scratches the child in the head. The 8-year-old child gets thrown away and ceases to exist. Well, fortunately, this creature can go visit our friends on the surface. And I say we pull the lever. Chat, what do you think? What do the arrows mean? If they're brown, it means they're lying down. If they're blue, it means they're in midair or flying. Cut the Pathfinder, Princess Glazed, which is not a dirty name at all, assumes the position of expedition leader of the fetid cradle. First tourist in a while, I see. It's fighting with a zombie goat. And it looks like D-Pain Rainy Jumps the Mangy is coming to visit. A smoke zombie like no other. This one is a great titan. The Strangler's very far away and still strangling. And also, you're dead, by the way, so you have no say. Sorry, Vukruk, by the way. Rest in peace. This might be the first time I've actually seen the dirt in this map in a very long time. What a creature, man. And accidentally got the goat in the fight. Yep, look at the population, you're dead. That thing that just died killed you. And this thing killed it. So now, there's only one thing left to do. Or at least, there's only one thing now that I'm going to do. We could go in and collect the bodies of the poor dead Labash the Firstborn. We could go collect the bodies of Indiridius and Vukruk, but instead, I'm just going to hope that hell is right there. No, we can't control the beasts, but using very careful means, I can make them go in ways that I want them to. Think like a tower defense game. Bioactive gets to pull the lever. You know, actually, I'm just gonna do this. Just, you know, in case we want to do an instant replay or something. No, I mean, Dwarf Fortress doesn't have chariots to begin with, but these are literally devils that we're dealing with, right? So, like, Satan's spawn, quite literally. Also, I love how there's one person that this channel cannot go a day without somebody mentioning them. And that's Pirate Software. And the reason I think that it's kind of funny is because, according to YouTube stats, he shares the most audience with me. Like, as far as YouTube's concerned, my entire audience watches him, pretty much. And same with Twitch. It's like I have the most crossover with those two people, with that person on both platforms. It's just really funny to me. And I've been doing this for like 8 years longer than he has. Sag. All right. Well, round of beers, chat. Let's hope that hell's actually down here. Otherwise, we're going to be at this for a while longer. You have discovered an eerie cavern. The air above the dark stone floor is alive with vortices of purple light, and dark, boiling clouds of seemingly bottomless glowing pits mark the surface. Raw adamantine. Praise the miners. Horrifying screams come from the darkness below. And then some nonsense. It's also very possible I just broke into the lava sea as well. Oh, I see. That was the... We checked for that. What devilry is this? So that, ladies and gentles, is hell. Ladies and gentle folks. I don't know where I'm going with this. This is hell. And that is the clown car. So let's see what we got. We got shadow haunts. Shadow haunts are a large, hairy hornbill composed of ash. It has a twisting, jointed trunk, and it appears to be emaciated. We got specter of salt. Very large quadruped composed of salt. It has wings and it undulates rhythmically. What else do we have? We got a white monster. Ooh. A towering quadruped composed of salt. Okay, well, not many living things. Salt specter, shadow haunt, eyeless devil. What that? Large eyeless mite. It has lacy wings and it squirms and fidgets. Its burnt sienna exoskeleton is waxy. Beware its noxious secretions. Banshee of Shadow. These things I remember being scary. Nope, those are the blobs. Yep, those are just blobs. Soot Brute. I like the Soot Brutes. I remember them from a previous fort. Because they're randomly generated based on every world, right? A great earthworm composed of ash. Yes, it has wings. There's also ground-based ones, but they're not usually sitting by the fun tube. So I'm just going to hit the wait button a little bit and see what the dust do. Because I have a feeling a bunch of them are about to die. Just from the explosion. Oh! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, if I just look at this Petrosaur Fiend doesn't have a combat log. What about this one? You don't. But something just exploded. There's a demon of ash, left rear leg ash. This Petrosaur Fiend. Their body took the full force of the impact, bruising the muscle and bruising the guts. Because they collided with a cloud of fire clay, gabbro, fire clay, and gabbro, which is coming down from in here, from the compression of the explosion that we caused. So all this stuff is shooting around and ricocheting and basically acting as shrapnel. I'm going to go up to here, and I'm going to tell them to pull this lever, and also tell them to pull this lever. And then we're going to jump back. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to double check that the doors that need to be locked are locked. They do have a direct way to the surface right now, so ideally they should just run up here. The surface was too deep on this map? No, totally. Like, I've had surfaces that are deeper than stuff like this before. There's still a burning goat on the surface. The goat is still burning, chat. That's maybe the funniest thing about all of this. How much adamantine do I have? 9 adamantine wafers. I don't know how much of it made it up into the fort, but like if I actually, not a bad amount of we could keep this fort running for a little bit and actually make some adamantine bling and make the place all pretty. The goat is still burning. I repeat, the goat is still burning. So this is the blockade. So he's going to have the opportunity to fight against all of this nonsense. Right, I should have plugged that. Crud. Just gonna, be a little careful for a second here. Just do that. All right. I'm trying to think where to position the camera. Maybe like right here. Oh, look at the carnage. Whole bunch of them fell apart. Damn, dude. Those Petrosaur fiends, they took it nasty. That's a horse fiend? Excuse me? Huge feathered horse. It belches and croaks. Its azure feathers are patchy. It's got poison gas. I mean, yeah. All right, Armok's hammer was very successful. As a lot of them run away bleeding. Some of them are climbing up. And here it goes. So let's see what the blockade can do. So the blockade, still holding his shield. Oopsies. This is either going to be really disappointing or extremely epic. Also, his beard is gray now, which looks even cooler. I dropped 1 layer of floor straight down through the final layer of adamantine. And this is the most overpowered person in this fortress. The dwarf is just bashing it, and he's blocking him. I'm just curious if anything has made it past yet. Doesn't look like it. I thought I saw one coming up and out, but he seems to have turned around. Oh, they're probably like not able to pass through the smoke. That's probably what it is. Oh, that's the one that I was looking for, this horse fiend. Okay. Oh, then also this guy. This is a cinder. These are scary. These are large, huge ant composed of ash. It's not the one I thought it was. So the blockade has taken out his first demon. Just a little one. He took out 1 eyeless devil in Godly Tombs. And this guy, well, is going on an adventure. I presume you guys want me to follow this guy, right? Okay, now this is a significantly larger threat. Once again, poison gas, patchy. The dwarf strikes him in the body with his shield, bruising it. Come on, you devilish doomslayer. The dwarf strikes the horse fiend in the upper body with his shield. Wooden shield, by the way. Bruising the fat. He just keeps missing. The demon keeps missing. He's punching him now. The dwarf is punching him. Did you drop your shield? Nope, but he is punching him. Okay, they are missing each other. The dwarf strikes it in the hoof, bruising the muscle, twists the leg. The dwarf abominable smoke zombie strikes the horse fiend in the lower body with his shield, bruising the muscle. The horse fiend strikes the dwarf, but the shot was blocked with his shield. The force twists the leg. Here, I'll shut my camera off. My bad. The force twists the front leg, and the horse fiend misses the dwarf abominable smoke zombie. Oh my! Oh, I thought he killed it. Just follow him for a bit. How is your injuries looking? It's just covered in bruises, whereas he hasn't hit the zombie yet. Uh-oh. Seriously injured? Is he not going to get more than one? Because that would be a shame. He is bleeding. All right. How's the fighting going? The dwarf strikes the horse fiend in the upper body, bruising the fat and bruising the right lung. Let's scroll up here. I'm just curious to see if that creature's made it to the surface. Horse fiend. Nope, not seeing much. I'm very worried when it keeps saying that he's bleeding, but I don't think that that can actually kill him. Atir, the abominable coat kid's zombie, has burnt to death and died in the heat. Okay, well, that's funny. Pretty much. This is like naked Dark Souls character versus FromSoft boss. Arkansas, the wrestler, has been missing for a week. Well, that was one of the dwarves who just died down in the basement. Come on, man. Keep using your goddamn Estus flask. I don't think he's got this, chat. He falls, and then falls again. Dodge rolling away, falling down into hell. Oh, come on. For anybody who's not familiar, by the way, this thing has a couple kills. 193. Let's make it 94. Come on, man. Ability to grasp is still somewhat impaired. Falls back again. Watch out for the lava there, mate. The zombie's actually okay. It's bleeding because of the gas. Oh, true. That's, yeah, okay. Huh. The dwarf strikes the horse fiend, bruising it. He's just bruising it, but he's twisted its neck. Oh, this is going to take a while, isn't it? Wow. That lava over there, though. You stay away from that there, bud. Forest Titan. Oh, shit. Forest Titan fought with that Cinders Brute. Hold on. So, I think that Cinders Brute... Yep, that Cinders Brute killed the Forest Titan. Just as a reminder, yep. That was the humanoid one that shot webs. A Cinders Brute is... I am dumb currently, apparently. Health. Description. It's a large ant composed of ash. So it did manage to do that. I just realized they have a way into the first cavern there. I don't want them to have that. Okay, let's go back down there and keep watching the blockade. Also, chat, can I get a round of beers? Please. We need a lot of beer to pour on this zombie so he doesn't catch fire. He just landed in lava. Oh my god. Didn't catch fire. It's time for the final battle. Oh my god. None of them can hit him. Okay, he can't stand or grasp anymore, so he's got his shield strapped to his upper body. I think they got him, chat. Petrosaur Fiend grabs him by the first toe with his right wing. The Eyeless Devil grabs the dwarf by the fifth toe with his right wing. The Eyeless Devil Abominable Smoke Zombie grabs it with his right wing. I think that the blockade dies here. Well, he injured a lot of them. The disappointing thing here is the demons don't seem super interested in going up to the surface. God dang it. He fell. I cage trapped him and he fell. Oh, these things are fucking scary. These towering humanoids composed of flames. I think we may have just injured too many of them, Quoger. No, it's never meant that. And everybody conveniently forgets that all the time. What happened? Exactly what we wanted to have happen. And I'm very happy about something I can see right here. Oh, right. Of course we can't get to there. But I can get to here. Are you asking if I can make the demons invade the world? No, because the game doesn't have that functionality. I don't understand why people keep asking me that, because literally, game don't do that. Like, Dwarf Fortress does not have that ability. Individual demons that run goblin factions can roam the world, but invading hell does not cause the ultimate apocalypse of the planet. Everybody seems to think it does. It never has. It might someday, but the game does not have that functionality. You're curious about the smoke merchant who got off the map? Yeah, I don't know what his name was. We'd have to go look it up. What, the blockade? We could name the next fort the blockade. I'd be okay with that. But I'm going to see if I can drop a staircase right here. Hey, chat, if you drop a dugout staircase, does it deconstruct? Because people keep asking. I'm pretty sure that rumor started, if I had to bet, I would say Boat Murdered. Because Boat Murdered also started the rumor that, what's the word? Boat Murdered also started the rumor that if you, like, it made a volcano overflow, it would just flood the world eventually, which also isn't true. You believe it does? I mean, how many layers down is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I drop 6 Z levels worth of wall, that would like, okay, no, there's also this one. Yeah, natural stone, not constructed stone. I wish I could just drop like a fire pole down there and let them up. Or like a rope. No, it doesn't. Sword death. Shoutouts to the fluffy wamblers in the house. Sometimes they can. I think I just dropped too much Gabbro down in here that kind of injured all of them. Like this one, as an example. This can fly, right? It has wings. I think. It's black feathers. Yeah, this thing can fly, I'm pretty sure. But, like, yeah, see, ability to fly lost because I kind of dropped a lot of stuff in here. So maybe I dropped too. Maybe I was too ambitious, okay? Perhaps I was too ambitious. But, like, I don't really want to sacrifice more dwarves to this stuff, you know? Especially because, like, there's going to be lava around all of this. So I'm thinking if I drop 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers worth of stuff in there, I could just tell a dwarf to dig in there. I guess that's kind of what I'm suggesting. But first I have to plug this. I mean, there isn't really much to do beyond putting a tavern down there and say I did it. I had a tavern, a dining hall, and some farming. And I was like, well, I've colonized hell. Cool. Once you kill that initial wall, the initial wave, they do still wander onto the map, but they're just like any other wild animal. I mean, we can't leave this fortress. Someone explain to K-Dranos the absurdity that is this embark. We can't leave this fortress. So, no, is the simple answer. So if this makes them come up, then cool. If not, then okay. No, I have zero intention to bring anything from this fortress to a different fortress. If you leave this fortress, you die. The outside air kills you. I don't care. Keo. Like that. Here's the thing. If you ask me questions like that, I'm never going to give you an answer because it doesn't matter. Video games, Lamau. I know how they got underground. I did it myself. And no, I didn't use a deep embarked. If you ask unanswerable questions, my response will be lol, and then move on with my day. I've only been live for 8 hours. It's not even a full-length stream for me yet. No, let's not do it that way. Forgotten beast named Ozub has come. A great eyeless skink. It has thin wings of stretched skin and is ravening. Its green-yellow scales are round and set far apart. Beware its deadly dust. It may or may not even be able to get to me. I'm just going to pause the game real quick. Let's just take a look at this. Eesh. Basically dig that out and immediately fill that up with a brick. It may have just joined the party, actually. We're in an ad break. Hold up. Can you imagine that they're part of a world-ending cult? I was thinking more like explorers that heard tales of a weird area inhabited by gods. But, you know, weird world-ending cult works too. I'm just waiting for this ad to finish. Investments are open on Twitch if you care, chat. Remember, chat room, this is a pretty rad stream. And, you know, unlike other people on the internet, a lot of people on the internet, I don't take any sponsored time. I get offered them relatively frequently and always say no. And I always have a minimum amount that I like to make every day, because that means that if I stream for 8 hours, which I always stream more than, I make minimum wage, which is currently $40 away. Not saying you need to throw money at me, but what I am saying is check your primes, chat. Maybe you have a prime sub up. Get yourself some ad-free viewing. All right. I can unpause. See what this sucker is doing. The Mines of Moistening. That's a name. How's the chicken looking? Still alive. Why would it have died? The only thing that could have killed it would have been old age. Not lava rain, just instant zombification rain. Man, I forgot about that carnage. All right, let's see. Actually, the better way to do this would be to do it this way. Doing this may actually cause more deaths, but, you know, is what it is. And let's just double check, make sure that all this is in the burrow. All right, now we wait. Also, it sounds like you're asking about dinner, Zalva. By the way, you're dead, so you're also not in charge anymore. I can't remember if I told you or not, but. Anyway, chat, all I can ask at this point is please keep the chat moving. I realize that this is a really cool stream, and we're doing some really interesting, weird things. But, you know, it's the quiet season, which means not a lot of people, in comparison to the not quiet season being December and November, will see this. So thanks for hanging out, guys. Appreciate you. Where do you want chat moving to? I don't want 3 minutes of no chat, like, silence. I don't want a dead chat, which is what we've had for the last 3 minutes. That's where I want. I mean, you can move to Antarctica. I don't care. As long as you're sitting at your keyboard and typing. It's pretty simple, really. I don't really care, Basta, but I'm glad. I hope you're making something cool. Think it's winter there now? It's besides the point. I give up. I'm sorry for trying to be amusing with my begging for interesting interactions. I will just play the video game, and I hope that you enjoy this madness. I actually don't know how I'm going to drop this. Probably from up here, but... I don't know what just discovered that. Ah, Forgotten Beast. Just found that. Because I'm about to be digging up into that cavern layer, so that's not good. You know, we might actually end up accidentally sending all these Batmen into battle. All mind control. Thank you very much for the 5-pack of gifts. You didn't need to do that. I was just trying to keep chat moving. But appreciate you. Maybe that might liven chat. Hopefully. That'd be cool. It certainly will liven my mood. Okay, I do need to block this. Block this. Uh-oh. So, Azteth, the manager, also known as Sweet Feet, screwed up. Run away, dude. Run away. Just go away from where you are going. Do not go in the direction you are going. Okay, fine. I guess what I'm going to do is turn off this burrow and turn on this burrow, and then go here and mimic this on this burrow is what we're going to have to do. Buddy, turn around. It's not worth it. Okay. Finish that, please. Finish that. Finish that. Finish that. Finish that. Finish that. Same with that. Okay, here come the Batmen. So, this project ain't gonna work. This project of trying to drop stairs down in there. Or drop a pillar down in there that I can make into stairs. But maybe I can do this. But I do have to keep a very close eye up here. Imagine actually living up to your name on Twitch. That's a challenge impossible. Better question is, what the hell are these dwarves doing? No, I've moved them into a different burrow, and they're in a different burrow now, so there is that. The thing is that I'm concerned about is just the creatures on the surface. So I pulled them back inside and then reassigned part of that burrow, which they should be able to get to the materials, but I can just swap them back to the other one. It's fine. I'm sweating like a ton. I should have put the fan on me today. It's not super hot out either. It's just... I'm sweating. This fort's got my nerves going, I think. All right, let's just try swapping burrows. Maybe because the giant rat got scared away. Can make this work again. There is this bat, though. All right, so I got change of plan then. I'm just gonna lock the door. Oh, great. Can't. Okay, well, how far down are they? Down to here? Okay. How far up are they? Well, fort's dead. Oh, no, actually, here we can do this. 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 Ratman versus the world. Come on, dwarves. So the way I see it is we just don't let them in. Because they're coming in this way, right? I'm going to tell these squads to go stand right there. As they run over there, I hope somebody's doing that. Nope, nobody's doing that. Great. Why didn't I put more doors into this fort? It's always the, you know, the question. It's like, why? Oh, why didn't I add more doors to this fort? Okay, so we've got Iral the Rookie, who also happens to be a swords dwarf. Iral the Wookiee has a pale metal short sword next to Darius with his scimitar. Thing is, there isn't actually that many here. Most of them are still in the hallway, unless there's just a whole wall of them up through here. Oh, that's the problem. I'm missing an individual tile here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we're sending the military up here. So it's the Rookie and Darius. That's like a non-threat. Oh no, they're going directly for the chicken. Of course they are. Get them, boys. Come on. You got one job. Don't let the hen die. You can't. Okay, now we've got signal down here. All right, well, I'll just simply lock this door. And also lock this door. And also lock this door. Now I can mine through this door and this door. Up here, I can add in some extra burrows. Let's try and just get them here, actually. And it appears that Signal is running away from the conflict. Which seems about right? I would ask for nothing less from something like that from Signal. Trying to see, is there any other way into the fort through here? Yeah, there is from here. On this side, I don't have the dwarves to stop this, chat. We're surrounded, from what I can tell. But, Wizard Boldman is running away in fear up the staircase. But it just got better because our friend here, the Titan, is going for a good old stroll. Followed by the Cinders Brute. Excellent. We got Zombie Titan and a Cinders Brute, and they don't seem to... Are they on the same side? Whoa. But... Iral was found dead. Iral the Rookie was found dead. Next to another Cinders Brute. Okay, so Here's the thing. I only need to wall off this. And this. So I can lock this door. First problem solved. Cancel that. I don't know if I will be able to save this fort from here. I think the fort is dead, chat. But I can try. So I'm going to go and I'm going to color this in right here. Okay, it does look like they're trying to construct buildings. So it does actually appear... How the heck did you get back here, Signal? What? Signal somehow got down here. I have no idea how. So that's Cinder's Brute. For reference, this Cinder's Brute killed Iral the Rookie, and also a Titan is pushing through this infinite wall of bats. I don't know where this guy's going, but he appears to just be sitting there. The frame rate's not good. I don't know where the frames went, but like I said, they're not good. This thing breathes fire, by the way. So, frames just got worse. Try and pause game and see if I can figure out where frames went. Aside from Disneyland. They just got a timeshare. It was a real good deal, apparently. Okay. Oh, I see the problem. Meanwhile, this dwarf back here is going, oh no! Oh god, I unpaused. Why would I do that? Okay, so requesting permission to put that fire out so that the frame rate come back. But, let's just, like, see what the damage is. So right now, this layer is safe. The dwarves are rapidly trying to build up these. In fact, they're working on it. Although some of these constructions have been suspended. Are there any particular dwarves you guys would like me to check on, chat? How have I not filled that in yet? What? Firstborn died during the last major influx of bad things. So, no. This is the list. Potpourri Demonoid, the Pathfinder, Grunty Thirst, Wizard Boldman, Sweet Feet, Darius Cardrin, who's currently resting in hospital, I think. Actually, hold on. Is the hospital even... Oh. What'd you get injured by? I don't even know. What are you doing up here? How? Oh, no. That's a bloody shame. Neezer has seen better days. He's currently standing on the corpse of a Batman. I'm going to do this, just so that the frames come back. But the main wall of carnage is down here. Although it appears that they actually killed the demon. Oh my Christ. So I don't even know how this happened. Oh, that's why they were on the same side. That demon became a zombie. He must have. Because these are all zombies now. I don't even know how that happened. Oh, wow. I missed the bit where it was an undead demon, okay? Oh, the other command I'm going to use. Clear smoke. Just for the sake of watchability. Okay. Well, so much for that, hey? And then he goes and does it again. Come on. Have some respect. Okay, so all of this stuff is just fighting right here. Which is probably for the best, actually. Signals behind this wall of mess. I don't even know where the Titan went. Up, I presume? Okay. Well, that's not good. You know, 10 months from now, Vokrock's just going to come into my chat and be like, the Strangler will save you! I'll go check in on the Strangler. Give me a second. Is in fact still alive. Is in fact still strangling. Uh-oh. Darius Cardrin has been found dead after attempting to fight with this creature. Oh. So Darius had become an abominable smoke zombie, and I don't even know how. I genuinely don't even know how. Okay, so I guess help me, Dwarfy One Kenobi. You're my only hope. Anybody who wants to not die, go stand in here. And, yeah, that's it. Because everybody else is dead. And that's only if we can get, like, some black cap logs there in time. Meanwhile, Neezer over here it really looks like Neezer killed these, but I know he didn't. And these guys, I'm going to tell them to go stand here. Okay, never mind, they're all dead. Tandoori's been consumed. Yes. It was one of the first things they beelined for. Man, I'm so torn. I want to follow this mess, but also I want to keep my dwarves from dying. You know, if we're gonna hear Kogan's son, this is the appropriate fort for it. Where's that Titan? Oh. Well, that's good. It's killing a giant rat. desecrating my tombs. I just want to see it go to hell, man. Oh my god. Can we go deconstruct that and use that? Oh, I see the problem. Anybody want to claim the job and be real brave while that thing is distracted by the pigs? Where did it go, though? Oh, what? Okay, well. Jesus. Oink. Anybody else want to do the job? Round 2? Another attempt? Yep, maybe. Shit, did they kill it? Okay, no, he's just stuck in a tree. Never mind. Oh, please tell me he's actually stuck in a tree. Thigh Cut the Pathfinder runs up to him, and he falls out of the tree. Gets ricocheted around. It's Potpourri and Thigh Cut the Pathfinder. Plus these 3. Okay, let's just try... get that shield block in there. Let's see if they can get inside. Asteth, the manager, comes out, goes to try and fight with the creature. Gets some hits in. He jumps away. For reference, this creature, if anybody forgot, I did, is an eyeless skink. Has deadly dust. Its green-yellow scales are round and set far apart. Stunned and winded. I'd be too. Seems to just be like a winding dust. Not to be confused with a wingding dust. Just the pig corpses flying everywhere, man. Can you just go do it or something? It's right there. That's all that you need. Who's trying to do it? Oh, it's definitely fun time for Nanette. Gotta say, this has been a fantastic collapse. Thanks for spending time with me while we experience it together, chat room. I used to use wingdings to, like, send my friends secret messages. Thought we were super cool. Because nobody could read it, but us. Yeah, but we couldn't, which just meant that we had to just, you know, check repeatedly the little decoder thingy that we had. This fort was doomed from the start. Naturally. I'm just happy with this collapse. This has been very entertaining. Happy to help, Frog. The thing I'm truly concerned about right now. Who the fuck is happy? Demonoid? Demonoid's ecstatic. Like, her lover's dead. And she's just like, yo, this is kind of great. Like, seriously. I mean, I'd be happy too if I had her hat. Okay, whose blood is that? Okay, so this creature's it is injured. They've managed to injure it. And also get bounced around a lot. Ooh, don't get hit by that. Ow. Ow. Potpourri is found dead. No, don't. Oh, man. I suppose that's that, then. Every single dwarf is in this room. Demonoid has assumed the position of leader of the fetid cradle. Oh, come on. It's not forbidden yet. There's still a chance. Hold him off, Asteth. Just a little bit longer. So that we can witness more of this glorious invasion. Nope. 5 dwarves left. I'm seeing if there's somewhere I can lock them. Or somewhere I can tell them to lock themselves that's close by. Instead, they, of course, go and attack the creature, which is, you know, honestly, admirable. Wizard Bold Man dueling with the creature. It is bleeding heavily. He does have a steel pick, admittedly. Before you got caught in the clods. Struck it in the left rear foot, chipping it. Meanwhile, there's just like, you know, that mess in the basement. God knows what's going on down there. Oh my god, it's dead. You got it. Okay. I know he didn't. Who did? Who was credited with that? Was it you? Oh, there you go. Punched it in the right leg. Okay, so let's delete this squad. And go back to this. Literally, the only place they should be going is right in here, right now. Bioactive was found dead. Died somehow in here. Probably of his injuries. Wizard Bold Man has assumed the position of expedition leader. So now it's just Neezer, Grunty, and Wizard Bold Man. Crawling. Where are you going, bud? Okay, there is no meetings to be attended anywhere but right here. Right here. That is it. We gotta get rid of the tavern. Like stat. I don't know, buddy, where I know you're upset, but like turn around, duder. Come on. Come on. Just it's okay. They don't need that upper spine. We got a lower spine for you. Let's see if you can make it. The fort's now just one child playing make-believe. Was it real or not? I don't remember. It certainly has lived up to its name. No! Buddy! Oh, right, I have a hospital. I forgot. Sorry, gotta delete that. No resting. I don't know where he's going or why he's going where he... He ran away. It was, the equivalent of running away in fear. You know, terrified. So he saw it, freaked out and ran up the stairs. Probably saw something else and then ran down the stairs. If we go down to here, there's a bunch of crocodiles fighting for all eternity. Big old mess down there. Some of them made it down here. I don't even know how. Well, chat. you enjoy this session of make-believe? Did any of them even end up going up? That's the question. I mean, this guy got killed by a demon. Apparently I have some caged giant rats, which I can train. Thanks for the gift, Bert. Appreciate you, mate. There is part of me that is genuinely sad that I didn't just lock the door and try to be more cautious towards the end there, but I was like, let's just go all out and like play the clock game and see if we win. I'm trying to figure out what. Wonder if it's possible to use a single legendary well equipped adventurer. Possible, certainly. Do I really want to do that? Because, like, the nearest place I could start an adventurer would be, like, all the way down in here somewhere, basically. But, I mean, I could bring that necromancer adventurer into here and do something like that. But I don't think it would be possible to recover that dwarf shield, because the shield is down here. I should upload the world. Oh, I'll upload the world. Of course I will. Although I might wait a bit on that until... Wait, do you mean like a version right now? Or... Because I saved right before we pulled the lever and opened up hell. I could also, like, grab that save, too. Go back there, make a hard save. Oh, totally. No, I mean, you absolutely could. With a kitted out enough adventurer, like if you were legendary in most of your combat stats and were also like a vampire or a necromancer or something that didn't get tired, yeah, you could do that. I'm gonna miss this fort. What's funny is, like, I've been saying that I'm gonna stream Norland tomorrow, right? I'm very tempted to just start a new fort tomorrow. Like, genuinely? Very, very, very tempted. Because, you know, you're kind of running off the high of, like, just a great fort. Now, there is still one wrinkle. 1, 2, 3, 4 zombies that are opposed to life. That were technically my citizens before they became zombies. Me hitting unpause might actually not end the game if the game still thinks of them as living entities. Strangler is still alive. Let's see what happens. I'm sure you all know the lyrics, chat.